Welcome to the Mizzle and Dub show, where they no sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go. Welcome to the Mizzle and Dub show, where they no sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go.
First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you see I'm in
Well,
wearing the
we
one
told
today.
we told you we was coming. We told you he was coming back, and well, I decided to put the all-time favorite on today, since this is the shirt I've wore the most on the show. As we are now 10 shows away from 200.
Wow.
Now, again,
Wow.
as we have said this many times when we first decided to do this, like I said, we were just doing this because all of our inner circle pretty much wanted us to do this because they just wanted to be entertained. But to gain 2 more subscribers within 48 hours, so now puts us at 114 as far as subscribers goes. Mizzle and I, from our hearts, we just sincerely say thank you. God bless you. We appreciate it. Glad that you find us entertaining to bring you content and talk about what goes on in the wide world of sports. And with that
This is just
said,
the beginning.
welcome to episode 190. Welcome to episode 1. Well, actually, for those that paid attention earlier, you're actually getting a double take because earlier today, my brother from another and my co-host came and filled the spot as Chris was on assignment, which, again, I appreciate you for coming on and helping your brother out.
Like I said,
and now we get to
I said, it was an honor. I appreciate that. You know, that's that chair is almost like Stephen A. Smith to fill for Chris, because you guys do a tremendous job on that show. So it was just like I said, a privilege and an honor for me to come over there and get the blessing to just hold it down for today. So appreciate that.
Thank you again for coming on, and greatly appreciate it. So let's just pick up from where the last game we left off. You did say that the Mavericks would get even in game 2, and they did by the score of 93 or 96-93. Clippers did have a 6-point lead, but Dallas had just enough to get by the Clippers. And now we go back to Big D, all even at a game apiece. But then again, when you and I were previewing the series, we both said I think it's probably going to go 6 for sure, possibly 7. I still feel that way. As Luka had 32, 6 rebounds and 9 assists. But I'll just say this: when he is focused strictly on basketball, Kyrie Irving can really show you why the kid is special.
Indeed.
That left-handed shot he made tonight, it is some. Maybe only Pistol Pete Maravich could possibly make that shot, and maybe Larry Joe Bird, the hick from Pittsburgh, because I mean Larry Bird practically scored his entire points left-handed. And by the way, he said he was going to do that, which took place back in the 80s against the Portland Trailblazers. If you don't believe me, YouTube it.
Yes.
But I mean, just the way he can just contort his body and make shots. Sometimes he really goes into Uncle Drew stage. Luke had 32, Kyrie had 23, Jones and Washington with 10 and 18 respectively. Kawhi Leonard came back, had 15. Harden struggled from 3-point range, shot 6-14.
Not
Had
shocking.
22. George had 22. Zubac had another double-double. But the bench not up to par for the Clippers, hence why the difference in that game was 3 points. But at the end of the day, Dallas Mavericks get the win 96-93. And even the series at 1 game apiece, heading back to Dallas. I don't think they play until Friday.
Yes, everybody gets a rest day. I don't think there's no basketball play tomorrow. I could be wrong.
I think this is really going to be a drag down, drag them out. No, 2 games tomorrow. We got Pelicans and Thunder.
Oh, well, that didn't waste no time. He got kicked out very fast. But until he makes his return, I'll sit here. If you can read my little tagline here, the NBA 2-minute report can literally suck it. Because if you watch the Sixer and Knicks game the other day, towards the end, you clearly saw Tyrese Maxey get his jersey grabbed. He got mugged, and the referees just looked at it. And then for the NBA to come out and say that they made a mistake, that shit pisses me off because it doesn't change anything. But seems like my brother's back, and we'll get back to it. As you were saying, brother. Wait, is he still frozen? Oh, no, he's not frozen. Okay. Can you hear me?
If I'm frozen, I am giving technology the Dusty Rhodes bionic elbow 2 times and giving it the flip flop and fly. How be ever. And very rarely do I agree with LeBron James when he's talking about something, but he did beg the question last night during the press conference of the Nuggets 109 or the Nuggets 101-99 comeback victory over the Lakers in game 2 over there, so which now puts the Nuggets up 2-0. To which, by the way, the Nuggets have won 10 straight against the Lakers. The Lakers have not beaten the Nuggets since 2022. Hello, that is ownage, as we like to say on the show. But
big ownage.
He made a very valid point when he said. What is the use of the replay center for? And that's a very good question because, again, if you're in the offices of the NBA in New Jersey and you have referees in there, you should have a button to press to buzz the head official at the arena saying, hey, we need to take a look at this just so we can get this right.
Now, get it right. Yep.
Tyrese Maxey was being bear hugged and his jersey was being grabbed like you're grabbing your kid, picking him off the ground. I mean,
I don't see how you don't see that.
Now, again, we are not saying on this show that is the reason why the Sixers are down 2-0 to the Knicks. That's not what we're saying.
No.
By no means. However, much, and this is going on in all sports. It's getting a little bit aggravating because, like we said yesterday afternoon, Brett Boone gets ejected for something a fan said.
For chewing gum, he got ejected for chewing gum. That's what we'll just throw that out there.
Yeah, chewing gum, not saying a word. And the only thing he was asking Henry Wendelstedt, the umpire, only thing he was asking was, did Ruiz go around and swing? Because, no question.
Fair question.
Ruiz he got hit by the ball. He was only asking, did his bat come across the strike zone? Because in baseball, even if you get hit by a pitch, if your bat comes in the zone and crosses the plate, it null and voids the hit by. That's all Aaron Boone was trying to figure out. But thus, Wendelstedt got in his feels. And Boone just minding his own business, trying to give out a sign. And because an idiot, a major league manager, knows he was going to plan to get ejected.
Yes. Unmute your mic. Okay, you're good.
Technology can suck it right now.
Yep,
But
just
anyway,
like the
Bobby
2-minute
Cox,
report.
the Hall of Famer, who had the most ejection in in Major League history, he was going to get his money's worth when he was getting thrown out of a game. That was the same with Earl
Oh
Weaver.
yes.
That was the
Oh
same with New
yes.
Panella. And of
Yes.
course, Mizzle's favorite moment is Lloyd McClendon grabbing the first base bag and tossing it. So there you go. And
Cheers to you.
salute. Salute to you too. Salute.
Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for chiming in.
Thanks for chiming in. But yeah,
And he walked off that field with conviction. Okay? It ain't like he just grabbed the base and was like, yeah, I'm gonna walk off with this base. No. He grabbed that base and looked at everybody and then walked off. Like, we ain't playing this game. Knowing that they got extra bases. But he was delaying the game even more because that's how pissed off he was.
yeah,
And he was trying to make to fire up his team. That's a great moment in baseball right there.
Yeah. Because the manager is going to defend his players, he's going to defend his team, especially if you're a rookie. That's just
definitely.
That's just what it is. But I mean, it's just it's getting too much because, again, like I said, it's not the reason why the Sixers lost a game.
No, they couldn't get a damn rebound.
They controlled the glass again in game 2, like they did in game 1. However, us as fans, and I'm sure the players, are really getting tired of this 2-minute report the next day, because how is that going to help a team in this game? Saying we got it wrong. Well, this is what you do, Adam Silver.
Stop it.
You have a replay sitter for a reason. If the job is to get it right, if that's the purpose, we might want to take a look at it, and we might want to reverse it or overturn it or have it stand or whatever it is. Like tonight, late in the game, we thought there was an and one for Kawhi Leonard. They reviewed it. Thus, it was just a regular 2-point basket, no and one.
Got it right.
They sat there for effort to review it just to make sure they got it right. Now, if we can do this in one game, can we try to do it all around? Because, again, I'm tired of hearing about officiating. I'm sick of it. This is the playoffs. This is the road to try and get to the Larry O'Brien Trophy and to take it out of the possession of the Denver Nuggets, who hold the Larry. Yep. Let these men decide the game on the court.
Yeah.
Now, if it's something obvious and atrocious, then yes, enforce the rules, call the foul. But let these men play. They go through that grind of the 82-game season to get to the stage. Let them be rewarded by them deciding it on the court. That's all we're saying. That's all.
How about this?
You're saying,
if there's a missed call, by the referee, there's people watching. Hit him with that buzz. Hey. Y'all kind of missed that. If it's a stoppage. Now, if they miss a call and the play is continuing, then there's nothing you can do about that. But as Tyrese Maxey was on the ground, and you know what? The play will still continue, so I don't know. But I'm more pissed off that they missed the timeout. Not only did they miss the foul, but they missed the timeout. Nick Nurse is over here throwing up the timeout. I believe all the Sixers were trying to call a timeout, and they let play continue. So just not missing the call. Okay, I get that. But how do you not hear or a coach yelling timeout or these players yelling timeout? Come on now. You got to do better. That's all I ask for. Just do better.
You're not wrong. But nonetheless, the Sixers fall 2-0 to the Knicks, as they will get back at it on Friday in Philadelphia. as they try to get back into the series. Oh,
Thursday.
Saturday? They're playing Saturday?
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay. Thursday. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, scene shifts back to Philly, and Philly is about to unleash passion on whoever the referees are in Game 3. That's for certain.
Well, they better. Well, like
But
I
tonight,
said, to answer your
in
question
hostile
as you asked me on the show, the referees owe us one game at least.
you have said that a time or two, but nonetheless, in hostile territories, the Indiana Pacers even the series at a
I'll
game
say they'll
apiece
win that
as
one
they get a
too.
win over the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, I'll say this: the Bucks are going to have problems if they do not have an answer for Pascal Siakam, because Siakam was again handling business and doing damage again today in Game 2 as he did in Game 1. As the Pacers put up a $125 on the Bucks, 125-108, evening the series. But Mr. Siakam had some help tonight. Again, he had 36 in Game 1. He cooks them again. 37 of them buckets here tonight. But it was old man Miles Turner showing up, putting up 20 for
That's
Indiana.
some nice threes too.
Yeah, Miles Turner.
Turning back the clock. Yeah, right?
Yeah, he was 3 of 6 from 3. Shot 9 of 15 for the floor.
Fishy.
Hard had 20. Naismith had 11. Obi Toppin had 9 off the bench. And that's again with Tyrese Halliburton struggling to shoot. Don't think he's going to have in this series.
He's due. Yeah.
He's due to get off to have a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's true.
Now, I didn't see it, but how bad did the Chris Middleton injury look? I didn't see it.
Well, I don't know what what I was watching at the time. I just saw when I turned to the TV. When I turned the TV to something, I didn't see it with my. I just read about it, and then I saw him walk into the locker room when I changed the channel to the TV. So I didn't see it with my own 2 eyes. So I can't speak upon that. Okay. But it was. I guess it wasn't too bad because he continued to play. So yeah.
Okay. Well, he had 15. Portis had 14. Lopez had 22. Beverly had 5, and Dame had 34. But they didn't get no help from the bench at all. As the Pacers even the series 125-108, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are definitely not showing the inexperience so far as they take it to the Phoenix Suns again by a final score of 105-93.
This might be a gentleman's sweep.
T-Wolves go on an 11-0 run. It might be. It just might. The T-Wolves in the fourth quarter go on an 11-0 run, and the Suns just could not pick it back up from there as the Timberwolves just do it. Mr. McDaniels led the way. He shot the ball very well. 10 of 17 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3, leading the way with 25 points for Minnesota. Gobert had 18 and 9. Cat had 12 and 9. Conley had 18, 4 and 4. Edwards had 15, 5 and 8. And Alexander got 10 off the bench. Eric Gordon came off the bench and played well for the Suns, but Durant had an off night, only shooting 6 of 15. Beal only shooting 6 of 17. Booker led with 20. Durant finished with 18. Nurkic 10. Beal 14. Allen only had 3. And it just seems like if the big three of KD, Booker, and Beal, if they're not hitting, that appears to be a long night for the Suns, and that's something that they cannot live by.
Everybody.
But they are
check your Facebook
on the way back. Uh-oh. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Okay.
But we want to comment on everybody that comments. So we want to make sure we get
Okay. Hold
we
on.
reach out to everybody.
Hold on. Okay. If the big three. Okay. Love you too, Scotty.
Yes, sir. Love
The
you too, brother.
Vikings, Scott McCorkle.
Yes.
The Vikings, Scott McCorkle.
Who've
Coming
been
by
trying to get on the show forever.
It.
I would love to have a conversation with the Viking.
It definitely will be a conversation that I will guarantee you and promise you. That's for
yes,
certain.
indeed.
But
yes, indeed.
But love you too, brother. Get some good rest,
sir.
and hopefully you enjoyed yourself with you know who back on this past Sunday, and he knows what I'm talking about. Nonetheless, it's going to be a tough road for the Phoenix Suns, although they are coming back home, and of course the Purple Palace has always been a great place of refuge. But I mean the
well, is it really?
It's going to be tough for
the
Phoenix.
The Mavericks did just destroy them on their own court.
Oh yes, I mean
that 1 year.
I'm just saying it hasn't been cut. It hasn't been kind in elimination games as of recent history.
Oh, this is true too.
Because
oh yes.
Because Mr. Luka Doncic told everybody to shut up and go home. You can go home about 2 hours early and start crying your woes away.
It might be still a little sunny outside, so you can still cruise around with your tears.
yeah, because he's gonna be like the tears taste good. That's for sure. But nevertheless, it's going to be tough sledding for the Phoenix Suns. I mean, I think they can win a game. I think that crowd can will them to a win, but trying to win the next four, but trying to win the next trying to win 4 consecutive games is going to be really tough because the T-Wolves really show no signs of slowing down as Minnesota gets the big win 103 or 105-93 over the Suns. Now, as we said, tomorrow it'll be just 2 games: Heat, Celtics, Pelicans, Thunder, and then of course Thursday, Cavaliers, Magic in Orlando, Sixers and Knicks in Philadelphia, and Nuggets and Lakers in Los Angeles as the Nuggets tried to go up 3 and try to make it 11 straight over the Lakers. I mean, it's just it's tough sledding for a lot of these teams in the playoffs.
Okay, here's my question I have for you: which one of the teams that are down? Which one of the teams are down 0-2 gets the first victory? Who can you see getting that?
I'll say Philly, because Philly's going to come in playing pissed off because they felt like they should have had game 2, and I think out of the teams that are down 0-2, I'm more confident in Philly getting their first win as I am the other 2. Because yes, I know LeBron and I know KD can have that one game to where they can put the cape on for one game and will their teams to a win. But my question is, how much energy will they have spent to do that? Of course, we can always go back to the bubble and how Jimmy Butler was on fumes in the 2 wins that Miami had in those finals in Disneyland or Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. So I think Philly is going to come back bigger. Philly's going to come back bigger and play pissed off. And not to mention, I think that'll be the game to where Tyrese Maxey gets his most improved player trophy handed to him. And then that'll even more fire up the crowd because you being a part of that fan base, you know how Sixers fans get when it's the playoffs, and it can get loud and make it sound like you're back in the old Spectrum in old Philadelphia. So,
it's gonna get loud for sure.
I mean, we'll see, but I mean, out of those 3 teams that are down 0-2, I'm more confident that to say that Philly will get the first win first, then the Lakers or Phoenix, and that's not me Laker bashing, because I can easily do that all day.
Oh hell! Laker fans even know it's gonna be tough for them.
Real Laker fans, yes. For those that
oh well, can't help those.
No, you can't. There's no helping them. But I mean, it's just don't think Jamal Murray is going to shoot 9 for 24 again as he has the first 2 games. He's bound to go off and have a nice shooting exhibition in this series. Don't think that's not going to happen.
Big facts.
But however, I think the X factor so far in these first 2 games has been the play of Michael Porter Jr. And given what he's gone through personally with his family members having these issues, he has been spectacular in this series thus far, and he played a big role in the Nuggets comeback down 20 to the Lakers in game 2. So
yes,
I mean,
he did. Yes, he did. Yeah.
You just have to keep that in mind. Real quick, switching to from the hardwood to the ice in Stanley Cup playoff action today. If technology would stop wanting to be a condescending, which it likes to do. Why, I don't know. But here we go.
Ridiculous.
All right. Back to the ice. Okay, the Rangers fought off a hard-fought effort from the Capitals, but the Rangers win game 2 by a final score of 4-3 as they go up 2-0 on the great Ovechkin and the Capitals. We finally had our taste of some overtime playoff hockey. Another good one between the Panthers and Lightning, but it's the defending Eastern Conference champions, the Panthers, with a 3-2 win in overtime. And the good thing about playoff hockey is there's no shootouts. It's straight overtime until somebody scores a doggone goal.
Yes.
That's the fun thing about playoff hockey. And the Colorado Avalanche down early, but came back and scored 4 goals in the second period, and they never looked back as they get the win 4-2, as that series is even coming back to the Rocky Mountains in the altitude. And the Predators, they bounce back over the Canucks 4-1, as that series is going to be even, heading back to Nashville, Tennessee. In tomorrow's actions, the Golden Knights, game 2 against the Stars, they come off of a game 1 win. Bruins and Maple Leafs even, as we go to Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and game 2 of the Wayne Gretzky Cup between the Oilers and the Kings. Oilers lead that series. Good. Well, I mean, it's it's the 2 teams.
Yeah, I mean, and go Oilers.
He won 4 Stanley Cups with the Oilers, and of course he made hockey relevant in Los Angeles when he was traded to the Kings. So I call it the Wayne Gretzky Cup. So
yeah, but go Oilers.
That's what it is with those 2. But again, you're not wrong. Kings and Oilers are on TBS. Bruins and Maple Leafs are on ESPN. And then the Stars and the Knights are also on ESPN. So there you have it with that. Like I said, 2 games from the NBA. Logan Webb pitched an absolute beauty tonight for the Giants as the Giants get the win over the Mets by a final score of 5-1. Webb went 8 outstanding innings. He was just as efficient.
And the backs are starting to look good, and the defense was on point today.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's. Let me word this right. There were questions of who was going to replace an all-time Giant and Brandon Crawford at shortstop, and Nick Ahmed has play at the position. I mean, he's a former multiple-time Gold Glove winner as well. In fact,
he is. Yes, he is.
In fact, for a long time, it was between Ahmed and Crawford for the Gold Glove at shortstop in the National League for a good 4-year stretch. So Ahmed has been very good with the glove, and he's had some very nice at-bats. But it seems to me that Mike Yastrzemski is starting to finally snap out of it. He had 3 RBIs tonight. Two big hits. Tyro Estrada, he went 2 for 3, had an RBI, had a triple, score 2 runs, but it was all about Webb. 8 innings, no runs, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, as the Giants will try to go for their first sweep of the season against a New York Mets team that came in playing some very damn good baseball. They took
very good baseball.
The weekend. They took the weekend series against the Dodgers, but now the Giants will try to go greedy and go for the sweep before the Pittsburgh Pirates come to town for the weekend series inside the big phone booth. And I am digging the Camilo Doval light show as he comes
You
in.
stole my thunder. You stole my thunder. I was going there. It's pretty interesting. The music and the
Yeah,
spotlight, the orange lighting and stuff like that. It's pretty dope. That is dope.
it is. I mean, I
And
would
he's
like to
only
see some
what
more.
26 years old, and he's a superstar. Look at that, the superstar treatment.
Well, I mean, he was an all-star last season and threw some absolute gas in an all-star game.
Yes, he did.
But
Yes, he did.
nonetheless, Giants trying to get back to 500. They have a chance to do that tomorrow if they go on and sweep the Mets. The Mets will
There
try
we
to
go.
salvage a game in the Mets will try to salvage a game in this series. Tomorrow's matchup, old Giant Sean Mania will go up against Blake Snell. Hopefully, Blake Snell will snap out of it and get his first win as a Giant.
You know he doesn't look right. Something's not there. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's not look right.
I just really think it's because he did not have a spring training and he's still trying to get his.
Okay,
he's still trying to get his.
I totally forgot about that. So I need to calm down on him a little bit then.
Well, yeah,
Just a little.
I mean,
just a little.
He didn't have a spring training because you know what you're getting when he's right.
100%. That's why I'm upset. That's why I'm upset. Yeah, yes. That's why I'm upset because I know what he's capable of and he's just not sure. Like, it's flashes. You see it, then it's like, dude, how did you go from throwing this great butte pitch to not even you're two in that's batting practice. Let's not do that. So that makes a lot of sense now.
But I will say this: I have seen enough of Austin Slater. I've seen enough. I'm done. I'm done.
You mean the inning killer, or the double play swinger?
The rally killer? Yes, the rally killer. Yes.
Atrocious.
I'm done.
He's atrocious.
But I'm not Bob Melvin. But nonetheless, just to recap the rest of the action here in Major League Baseball today, the Arizona Diamondbacks put a thrashing on the St. Louis Cardinals, 14-1. Big Ball was a grand slam by Pavin Smith, and
Wow.
Diamondbacks 14, the St. Louis Cardinals 1.
Wow.
At the friendly confines of Busch Stadium.
I would love to know what the over and under for that game was.
Right. Yankees beat the A's 4-3. Yankees are now 16-8 on the season. The Cleveland Guardians. Do you believe in Stephen Vogt? He has done a fantastic job in his first year managing the Guardians as they have the best record in the National League or the American League with a 17-6 record. They beat the Boston Red Sox 4-1. Reds beat the Phillies 8-1. Phillies still 59 on the season. Pirates beat the Brewers. Yeah. He is starting to get believers, cuz you're not wrong about that. And good evening to you, sir. Or is it good morning? Either or. Pirates beat the Brewers 2-1. That damn team that wears blue beats the Nationals 4-1. Even though Shohei Ohtani hit an absolute missile.
Yeah, that's what I read. I didn't see it, but I read it.
He said sayonara for sure on that swing. Tigers beat the Rays 4-2. Braves beat the Marlins 5-0. A shutout. Marlins 6-19. The Houston Astros are 10 games under 500. Is it panic time in NASA? Cubs beat the Astros 7-2. Cubs off to a nice 14-9 start.
Nice.
Good for them. Good for them as them and the Brewers got a little pennant race going on in the early part of the going. Royals beat the Blue Jays 3-2. Twins come back to walk off the White Sox. The White Sox are 3-20 on the season. Good Lord. 6-5. Twins walk off the White Sox. Mariners shut out the Rangers in Arlington 4-0. The Rockies beat the San Diego Fathers 7-4. And the Angels and Orioles. The Angels beat the Orioles by that same score of 7-4. And that is the recap in Major League Baseball. Now, again, was it a plan? Was it a setup? Or Was it just because he believed in his almighty left hook as Ryan Garcia fooled everybody and gets the win over Devin Haney this past Saturday? Albeit, and we had talked about this a little bit earlier on talking ish with Dub and Chris as Mizzle came in and filled in for Chris today. I judges. I really would like to know what you're paying attention to. The rule book has made an entrance. Well, cheers to you too, rule book, and you. I I mean, I just don't know what you're seeing, okay? Because I'm only watching. Well, I watched the fight from my phone because somebody was nice enough to stream it on their websites, and I was able to watch the fight from round 4 on. And in the beginning, it just seems like Haney was hitting him with any and everything, and looked like he could have stopped. He could have stopped him at any time. But here came round 7. There came the first left hook. Down went Haney, and his legs were shot after that. Now, only thing I'll say is, if Garcia did not hit him behind the head to where the referee had to stop the fight and take off 1 point, he might have possibly could have finished off Haney in round 7 because Haney's legs were shot and he looked dumb. Not dumb, he looked done. And just he looked like he was from the 7th round on, it looked like Devin Haney was gassed. And you have to give Ryan play mind games. He did it superbly well. But again, here.
Now just imagine if he came in with the weight.
I'm trying to. Right, he'd be a champion right now. He would have a belt,
champion,
but does not. He just collects money. But I'm still trying to understand the 112-112 score.
Yeah. I'm puzzled on the draw, for sure.
Yeah. The 114, 110, 115, 109 makes more sense because again,
with that,
3 knockdowns.
Yep.
3 knockdowns. That's 3, 10, 8. That's 3, 10, 8 scorecards or 9-8 because 1 point was taken away. But yeah, he could have been the WBC junior welterweight champion, but alas, he is not. And I mean, Ryan Garcia is only still 25 years old, so he is still just, as they say, a pup in the fight game. I don't know. I don't know where they go.
No, because he can't fight Tank again. That's not worth it.
No,
like I said, the only thing maybe is Shakur Stevenson. I don't think he wants those problems either.
Or do you move up to welterweight? Do you go from junior?
And who he gonna fight in that division?
Those would be the options right now for
he will get torched in that division. Yeah, I think he will get torched.
Well, we know who's in that. We know who's in that division. It's Boots, Bud.
Yeah. He don't want that. He ain't ready for that. He's not ready for that. That he is not ready. No. Because he can't play those mind games. Like you see him trying to play that mind games with Bud Crawford, that fight would have been over by the 3rd round.
Bud will hurt that man. Hell,
if Tank dropped him,
Boots would put. I think Boots would put hands on him.
Right. So if you think Tank dropped him, man. His mouth go try to cash a check that he can't, bruh. No, 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 no,
Bud,
no.
Bud, 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 Bud is not the person you want to talk to because first off,
Nope.
Bud will talk right back. Because if you watch the Earl Spence Bud fight, Bud was talking to one Charlo, talking about come get it. And as you can see, until Bud finally signed to fight, Bud was like, somebody please fight me. Like one of the best pound for pound fighters, and some might say he's the best pound for pound right now.
Yeah,
some people will put him
no argument
over.
Here.
And it's like, what does the guy got to do to get a fight? Like, what's he gonna do? Like, he literally had to beg just to get the fight with Earl Spence.
Pretty much.
And I don't know where Charlo has gone because he was talking a lot of stuff the night of that fight.
He finally figured it out.
He figured
it out.
Oh, that
somebody in his corner
that he didn't want the.
Yeah, somebody in his corner was like, "Hey, bro, to take it easy."
He didn't want to get these hands.
Simmer down.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong. It's just hey, it's just one of those things to where sometimes you just got to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, kudos to Ryan Garcia. He got the job done. That left hook is special, always has been, and the boxing world show why that it is special.
Well, if he didn't drink those couple of beers before the weigh-in, he might be champion.
And again, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. But let's see if there's any. Nope, just one there. Okay. And let's see if somebody's leaving you a comment as we're trying to check all of our outlets, folks. So don't.
No, I don't got nothing on my end.
Okay. Nothing all right. Well, nonetheless, we are. Which, by the way, again, this upcoming Thursday, we will be live during the NFL draft during night one. It is an open forum show. So again, if you want to come on and talk NFL and talk about what your team should do in the draft, where they should go, what need they should fill out first, again, please get with Mizzle or myself and come along. Again, the only thing we ask, 1, have a shirt on. 2, more importantly, show your team colors. And 3, and most importantly, just be coherent.
Yes.
That's all we ask.
Yes.
Come on, talk some football. If you approved of your team's draft pick or not, give your reasons as to why. We've been doing this.
Now, this is not necessarily saying you cannot
remember. And
this is not saying you can't come on the show and have a beverage.
We just
have a beverage. But just be responsible with your beverage.
No.
Yes.
But just yes. Don't slur your words when trying to talk the good old pigskin that is.
Yes. You try to keep it
have something
professional
like this. I know they are as excited. I know they are as excited as can be, and rightfully so. Coming off a fantastic season where they fell just one game short of the Super Bowl, and looking to build off that. Zach Wilson being traded to the Broncos for some peanuts. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know.
What was that? Something had to be promised on the back end.
Well, I mean, he needed a change of scenery.
I totally agree.
Maybe
don't disagree.
And maybe him going back to altitude because he did play in the altitude in Provo, Utah. Maybe him in the altitude might help him. I don't know. I know Sean Payton is not necessarily high on young quarterbacks. I'm sure he's only going to be there to be a backup and compete for a backup job because, I mean, there are plenty of quarterbacks to choose from in this draft.
Yes, there is.
But I mean, fresh new start for Wilson, As I mean, you have Tyrod Taylor there to now back up Aaron Rodgers for the Jets in East Rutherford. So I mean, it's really not a
This is
big
true. This is
loss for
true.
the Jets. Okay, now rule book. Why do you say that's a stupid move, considering that you added Tyrod Taylor? Please, please share with us your thoughts on this, because
I mean,
I definitely like.
nobody in East Rutherford was happy. The coach could defend him for about as much as he can. He couldn't see the field. Uh, he threw the ball. He turned the ball over in the worst situations. Trust me, he did it to my team. Remember Robert Spillane, 2 interceptions, the worst time of the game. So like I said, it was a good change of scenery, and you got capital for it. You didn't have to release him. And
No,
how you not learn? And how you not
got a
learn
draft
from
pick out of
one?
it. Nothing wrong with getting a draft
How
pick.
do you
What
not
it is.
learn from the best quarterbacks, arguably in the NFL? Go Jacket, first ballot. Well, the
Okay,
draft
fair
show
enough.
is
We look,
really not about the
we look,
passion
we look, we.
of trading for that, but okay, I'll take it. I mean, its time is the present. There's no time in the present.
He's not wrong. I mean, that's why I'm asking. I mean, you can lay it out now, but I guess him and the rule book are having their moments together. So I understand. So maybe that's why he can't. Maybe that's why he can't really say it as he would like to say it, because maybe him and the rule book are having a conversation with one another, and I get that. Um, however,
Oh, we know what this means. So, and he did correct himself and said show. Yeah, I think it would have been time for Zach Wilson to go. The experiment was there. It didn't. It didn't. To me, it didn't. It wasn't working out. So, if you'd have held him on for one more year, you'd have probably stopped yourself from getting what you really needed. So you got a serviceable backup quarterback in Tyrod Taylor. You riding with Aaron Rodgers one more year, per se, or whenever he decides he wants to hang up the shoes. So yeah, and the episode of Hard Knocks.
To hang him up anytime
Yeah,
soon.
yeah. So it was good. It was good for Zach Wilson. That was good for the Jets, and it was good for Zach Wilson. It was over because it was here, then it went here, then it was here. Aaron Rodgers gets here, then it's like, oh, now Aaron, you saw in Hard Knocks how seemed like he was getting it. He started to use his feet a little bit more, but then there's those Tony uh-oh throws. When Tony Romo make that one throw, there's Tony uh-oh. So, oh no, change of scenery. But I'm not a Jets fan, so I don't understand. I'll wait for the explanation. Boy, his technology is just giving him the blues right now. Well, I don't know, Keith. You may have a point being a Jets fan that I may not be seeing. So if you have, when you say what you have to say on the draft show, then that would make sense. So like I said, just as me being watching from the outside in, that's just my 2 cents. And my 2 cents don't mean nothing because we just sit here and just discuss it as we get the sir back in here. Now, do we have you back here, sir?
Technology, you can suck it right now. No? And that's how I truly feel this moment.
We could probably have a
Can suck
remix
it,
from.
technology.
We could probably have a
Just all of
remix of
just all
probably
in your
one of
mouth.
our shows. And just
Yeah, that's just how I am feeling. Absolutely.
this is great.
Nonetheless,
I hear something in the background. I just don't know if he's.
you're not you're not wrong. Anyhow, great stuff going on. Great time to be in the world of sports as playoffs galore, NBA playoffs, Stanley Cup playoffs, baseball almost a third of the way done. Spring football going on.
It's awesome. We got a little bit of NASCAR. NASCAR got that thing going as well. Well, folks, looks like we're gonna lose him again, and I'm gonna bring up the banner because it seems like that's where we're about to wrap it up here. And before he comes back in and we say our piece, anybody that's watching, have you seen the new Deadpool and Wolverine trailer? Oh boy. Just Marvel is just they just know what they're doing here. Let's see. Oh baby. Oh man. Well, I'll say this. I've had Xfinity before, and I didn't like their internet when it came to certain things. But I guess Xfinity works in certain areas. Yes, but yes. Yes.
I don't think Xfinity comes out here. And if he's talking about Wolverine and Wade, if he's talking about Logan and Wade, absolutely, I might camp out at the theater opening night.
Well, like I said, I might have to go see it twice in one day. I might have missed something watching it the first time.
It might break my record of most times watching a movie in the theater.
Yeah, it will go down. And they're talking about, I believe they're going to give us 2 hours and 20 minutes of content. So
bring that to me, please. Absolutely. I will take that all. I will take that all day. Absolutely. You damn right.
Oh yeah.
Adamantium and swords and guns and bullets and getting to hear Logan yell one more time. Absolutely.
And the piece of the trailer, just some of the scenes they gave us in the trailer, man. The claws, where the claws ended up on Deadpool. Oh my! And I can just imagine him saying something with him doing it that way. I can envision that scene right now. It's gonna be great. It's gonna them tearing each other apart is gonna be great.
All I know is if they give me a Wolverine Sabretooth fight scene, I'm not leaving the theater. I will camp out and watch it the next morning, first thing.
And
here's the thing. They have given here Kevin Feige has given Ryan Reynolds full range because if this was not a rated R Deadpool movie, Ryan Reynolds would have told them to go F themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And you would have not gotten Logan and Wade doing their thing. So
they've seen how successful the movies are. They're
yeah.
And
because here's what people don't understand. Half of the lines and half of the script, Ryan Reynolds ad libs anyway.
Yes.
So So I mean, yeah, they can write stuff down, but Ryan Reynolds is going to say whatever the hell he wants to say in his movie, especially when it comes to
The
a
fourth
character.
wall, the fourth wall is getting broken a lot in this movie. It's going
Yeah,
to happen.
yeah,
It's you just prepare for it. I mean, even in the trailer they gave you, when they were not trying to say cocaine, but they end up saying it anyway. I mean, come on now.
mm-hmm.
They're giving you a
Yeah,
preview of it, and
yeah,
and they're giving you a pre-trailer. I mean, where not a pre-trailer, but advertisements. You know how they say silence your phones and stuff like this. They're giving you a hard rated R version of it. So prepare. This is going to be great. This is going to be great.
oh yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I
well.
mean, I'm looking forward to.
The first one was the first one set the tone. If it wasn't for the first one, we wouldn't be enjoying it. The second one was just it was good. It didn't give me the first feeling as the first one, but this one right here, it seems like the Mouse House gave Ryan Reynolds the full go, and they're gonna deliver. We're gonna get a good one. Well, this is his introduction into the MCU, so
well, like he said, he's the Marvel Messiah.
Yes.
In the teaser trailer.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'm sorry. He I'm just sorry. He is killing me with that damn wig that he's wearing, like he's Dr. Seaver from Growing Pains. Killing me with that wig. Oh my god. The wig slash toupee. I'm just like, really? And then we come saying, I'm not afraid of pegging. I'm like, damn it, Wade. We're going there. Really? Really, Wade?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how we feel.
Well, if they're going to be comic book accurate, that's how he is in the comics. So
Hey! You are not wrong. Like I said, part of your assholeness comes from Wade Wilson. Hence why there's a decal on your car with the logo. So,
and
which reminds me, I need to get me a Which reminds me, I need to get myself a Deadpool shirt so I can wear it inside the theater for.
Already got a new one ready to go.
For I bet you do.
Damn right.
Can't wait for that. Can't wait for Bad Boys Ride or Die in June. Can't wait for that. That's going to be spectacular. Well, okay. Well, since you're new to us, Mizzle, would you like to tell that story?
No, you gracefully tell it so well. I'll just chime in.
Okay, so keep in mind, Mizzle's from the 510. He's from Richmond, California, and I'm from the 707. I was born and raised in Vallejo, California. And Mizzle moved to Fairfield a year before I did, so he experienced a little bit of middle school. Or
thank God 1 year.
Fairfield. And I was still at Franklin Junior High. Yeah, back then, before middle school, it was junior high school did exist back then. So we both ended up at Fairfield High. So Mizzle, like him, didn't know nobody. Although the first day of school, I actually bumped into my old buddy from elementary and DeMarcus, to which eventually DeMarcus and Mizzle crossed paths, and then they were going back and forth to see which one really was the great one with the whole rock thing. So it's fifth period PE class, and I can exactly tell you what Mizzle's wearing. Mizzle's wearing a black polo shirt, all three buttons button up. I guess he did not want to have his neck breathe, but he was wearing a black polo shirt, gray jeans, happened to have eye contact. Now I can tell he looks like he's in a mood, like he does not want to be there.
Should have went to El Cerrito High.
So, being the God-fearing man that I am, I just walk up and start conversing with him. Now, he could have been an asshole right then and there, and could have just said, fuck off. Like he did to me this morning when I asked him how was his quality time with Buddy because he took Buddy for a walk and he told me to fuck off. So we get into the gym. I sit by him. He's like, why is this afro freckle faced man just still talking to me? Then I just happened to mention about the male soap opera that is professional wrestling. So we started kind of having a conversation. So they started having a conversation. Okay. Then here comes this brown dress.
Good God.
Worn by a female by the name of Christina, and all you can just see is me and Mizzle just slightly yeah. That's a lot of thunder back there.
So man.
So there was that. So chopped it up, whatnot, talked about wrestling and whatnot. So then we go get our lockers. So oddly enough, my locker is next to his, and Mizzle's like, I cannot get away from this sumbitch. I cannot for the life of me. So then we went from wrestling to talking about football.
Yes.
And needless to say, here we are 27 years later. Literally, we have literally known each other since the first day of high school at Fairfield High back on September the 2nd, 1997. Pretty much. Go ahead.
And I'll tell you this. The very first time that I've ever slept comfortable in Fairfield is when I stayed over at his apartment. And that train track went by, the helicopter flew by, and there was a couple of gunshots. And there was people talking in the back of the apartment. I'm like, this is a slice of heaven right now. Good night. Best sleep of my night. Best sleep of my life is when I stayed at his apartment. Straight up.
Now keep in mind. Keep in mind. Now, he's in the top bunk. I'm in the bottom bunk. He was like, Anthony, you awake? I'm like, yeah, what's up? So, we're just having a conversation. And all of a sudden, he says what he says. Gunshots, train. It's like, oh, good night. So, not even 2 minutes.
Dead.
I'm like, Raymond. This nigga's sworn.
Yep.
He
told you where I'm from. That's where I knew that the neighborhood was kind of safe. I don't. Okay, we good.
Yeah.
But when it was quiet, that's when it
took him because keep in mind on his side of town at that time,
quiet.
It was very quiet. You can hear
cows.
You could literally hear the cows and the crickets.
That's
how quiet it was on that side of town. Now keep in mind, there was not a lot of building and stuff over there. Now since then, obviously a lot of buildings, a lot more houses, a lot of hills, this and the third. But that was primarily a new area that they moved into. Now, since then,
you took a city boy from Richmond with noise to peace
and a nice room. So, I mean, pretty much since then, I mean, his mom and dad have pretty much become my second parents. I've pretty much became the adopted third son. Dad, who I affectionately call the greatest asshole in the world, basically calls me Cosell.
Kicked out. Okay, here we go.
So basically,
I had.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, Dad pretty much calls me Cosell, and that's my name in his phone. My name in his phone is Cosell. Like, if I send him a message or call him, it's gonna say Cosell's calling you. But yeah, I mean, we had many barbecue. We've gone to many. We've done many things, many of family establishments at the house. My very first NFL experience was with this man at the Coliseum in Oakland, watching the Raiders play the Falcons. We have experienced SmackDown together.
Yes.
We have experience going to Giants games together at the big phone booth. We've watched people get married and people botch the wedding vows.
Yes.
Yes. We have had many stories of people falling road trips. We've had many people. We've had many images of people falling down and being simple. We've watched people get
wherever it's at.
Yes.
Wherever.
Yes. We got to experience SmackDown together. We got to experience SummerSlam 2001 to where you hear Mizzle singing John Cena sucks and officially jumping on the Bloodline bandwagon in August of 2021 inside the Death Star. Got to experience the Raiders Tavern and Grill, which if you haven't experienced, please go do. They have some very good food.
Yes, indeed.
And we actually got to try Charles Woodson's. We got to try Charles Woodson's
whiskey. And well, I drank his wine as well too. You just had the whiskey.
The bourbon whiskey, as he likes to call it. But yes, WrestleMania is next on the list. And
we've met walking the strip. Who have we met? We've met the boxers.
He took a picture with the late Roger Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, and there's a story to that. So he's in town visiting because he has his family from Southern California visiting with them. So they're all on the strip, and I meet up with them after work because this is like during the Final Four. So we meet up and whatnot. So he's like, Dub, is that what I'm thinking? I'm like, yes, that's Roger Mayweather. So and it is. I mean, I don't know how my life would have been if I didn't have him in my life, and he'll say the same thing.
100%.
I mean, a lot of our inner circle is through mutual people that me and him know. So he goes up and says, Mr. Mayweather, take a picture with you. And Roger Mayweather straight up said, I don't do pictures. However, Mizzle being Mizzle said, I understand it, I respect it, but I am a fan of your son. I buy all of his pay-per-views. I'm on the money team. Mr. Mayweather, God rest his soul, said, take the picture. And thus, he has a picture with RogerMayweather in Vegas wearing a red suit. Not to mention,
Instagram page. It's on my Instagram page.
Not to mention, we saw Mike Tyson.
Yes, we did.
As much as couldn't
get a picture with Mike, but it was just too many people around him. I was not getting that.
Yeah,
that was not happening.
And plus, Mike is liable to go back to being the baddest man on the planet. I don't want that smoke. No.
Hey, you know what? But I'd have took. Hey, you know what though? I'd have took those YouTube views though. If I'd have walked up and Mike and asked Mike for a picture, and he'd have been like, I'm like, oh, shoot.
And then we
Big Oos in the building.
Oh, Oos in the house. What's up, Oos? What's going on? What's going on, my guy?
What's up, Oos?
Now, Big Oos, here is
we might as well just take this off real quick
because you're not working.
We're still going.
If you're not working on Thursday, open forum. We're going to be live during the draft. If you're not too busy being husband and daddy with the kids, you want to come on real quick and talk about what your Buccaneers should do with the draft picks, or just want to talk about the draft in general, the floor is open. So we're just telling you that 48 hours in advance. Because like I said, I understand the husband daddy duties, so that's why I'm saying this 48 hours in advance. So there we go.
There it is. Yes, sir.
So confirm we got 2 guests for the draft show.
Yes, sir.
this upcoming Thursday. But we actually got to shake Sugar Shane Mosley's hand.
Yes, indeed. What a humble gentleman that man is.
He is as advertised as they say he is, just a classy individual, classy human being.
Hey, Doug. Is the Oos part of the production company too? Is he? Is he part of the production company too? Hey, Oos, this is our production company. That's the name of the production. Soon as I can trademark this, the Mizzle and Dub show, and we get in the studio, that's gonna be the production company name, straight up.
He just came up in there and just said, you know what? Screw all that.
Right?
Wow.
No, but I've had some great times with this man right here. Great times. I cannot complain about 27 years of knowing this gentleman.
No, it's been a true blessing by God. Like I said, indeed. I don't know how my life would have been if God didn't allow me to speak to him in cross paths. But I do have to tell the one story real quick though. I did
which one is this one?
When I did the herbal with you and I wouldn't shut up and you threw a pillow at me.
Oh my God.
Oh,
that was great times. That was the only reason I was trying to go to sleep, man. And you put your headphones on and it was peaceful in that room. And all I hear is, what the hell? Turn the things down.
even though he snuck out to get some happy time.
Yes.
Because he couldn't sleep because of me. But yeah. And then now here's the kicker. Now we're trying to go to Great America. And we're
just we made all them left pass turns.
We did something. Not like I'm on the phone with the park trying to get there, and the person that is giving directions is giving some crappy directions. Then we finally get to
before
somebody.
GPS.
That's directions.
I think this is before we had GPS, right?
Yeah, you're like, oh, you're 5 minutes away. I'm like, excuse me? Yeah, this is when you had to print it off a MapQuest off the computer. And I'm like, oh, you're like 5 minutes away. I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? Say that again.
Hey, but once we made it to the park, though, it was on.
Oh, yeah. It was no lines. So we got to ride Top Gun multiple times, got to ride Vortex multiple times. I'm like, you crush my nuts, we're fighting. Don't crush my nuts. Like, that's what you don't do. No, but here's the story. So our little big brother, we made him get on Top Gun, right? And Mizzle makes his ass in the front. Now he's walking around.
That was wrong.
He forgets not to tie his shoes, so he is holding on to his shoes for dear life, so they don't fall in the field there, because obviously they can't get it till the park closes. Now, of course, this is my experience because I used to be a former ride operator at Six Flags Marine World, even though us Filet-Ones will forever call it Marine World Africa USA. I don't give a damn.
Goddamn right.
So, as we're going through the loop in Top Gun, all you hear little big brother saying, "Are you Raymond? Are you?" And we're all just rolling because he is like literally trying to cave in and hold his shoes together because he did not tie them. And then at this time, I still had a head full of hair because my afro was on point that day. and we got pictures somewhere, with me with hair.
Oh, we made a new edition album cover on that picture, bro. We was Bell Bill DeVoe like a motherfucker. Shit. Or you could call us a broke version of the 5 Heartbeats.
Minus the suits.
Damn right.
Minus the suits. But no, it's just
Hey.
What's that?
You're the reason why that I went out a certain night and I met a certain some way.
Yeah, because
you're the only reason why I said yes, because I told everybody these famous words. Fuck off. I worked 28 days straight. I'm going to bed. You guys can, yeah. Click. And then this son of a bitch calls me. I'm like, what the fuck do you want? Truest ever words I said. What the fuck you want? Come on, bro. Once he said, come on, bro, done. We were around the corner too. Damn, can a nigga get like 10, 20 minutes to take a shower? So I ended up going out that night, meeting a certain someone. So rest is history on that. Okay, we have a question.
That is a very good question. That's a damn good question.
How would you stop that? That would be the because, well, you know what? A team will always tell you that they're not tanking, but as a sports fan, we can see that you're tanking.
We can see that you're tanking.
There's no way you cannot tell a team is tanking.
It's almost kind of like the situation we have now with the athletics baseball team, to which John Fisher won't spend any money, and it's not like he doesn't have money, he does, but he's trying to put the cheapest team out there. Hence why this whole supposed of them moving to Las Vegas is all up in the air. I mean, they've already cleaned out the Tropicana. It's been closed since this month on the 2nd. They cut down the Palm Springs.
Yet? They haven't blown it up?
No, I don't know the exact date of when they're going to start demolishing it, but I know that it's all but it's pretty much empty over there. I mean, they got stuff tarped off for it, obviously, but it's just, I mean, that situation is just wild because you got the teachers out here suing over because, again, public money is supposed to be going to that stadium, which, again, John Fisher has the money to build his own stadium. Yeah. And just continuously wants to take the cheap route out. And I mean, I give credit to the A's. I mean, they've been competitive so far. I mean, there are. I mean, you got some talented players in Langoliers and Ruiz and Gallen and Nick Allen. I mean, there's a young core that they can build with. Hopefully, they can keep that core because I mean, for the last 25 years, it's been the same thing with the A's. Get some prospects. Get some good prospects, develop them. They be competitive, make the playoffs.
Then they trade them away.
For some more peanuts, and that's why I feel for A's fans because it's like, why are you going to mess with my emotions? Because I've invested in these players, these core players, this core nucleus that I think could possibly contend, and then you don't want to pay them. So that you just let them walk away and I don't get nothing for it. And now here I go again, trying to get behind some more fresh baby faces.
Yeah.
It gets tiring after a while. So I mean there has to be justification somewhere because fans are not stupid.
Nope.
They're not. Don't insult the fans' intelligence. Because if they really want to hit you in the pocketbook, they can by not showing up. To which, I mean, A's fans are doing that now. I mean,
boy, aren't they?
I mean, the Coliseum looks like a doggone ghost town.
Straight up.
And that's a shame because Mizzle and I have been in that place where it has been sold out and it has been loud.
Hell, even when it ain't sold out, it's loud.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Oakland sports fans have always been very knowledgeable, well-rounded, know their stuff fans. And yet their hearts continuously keep getting broken. Well, with the exception of the Warriors. Like I said, when Joe Lacob bought the team, he said, I'm moving them back to San Francisco. I am building an arena there.
But thank you for the titles. on the Oakland name. Well, they're the Golden State Warriors, but on the Oakland side,
Yeah,
got the titles.
they brought two more They brought two more titles. No, three more
Yes.
titles. They brought 3 titles
Mm-hmm.
to ride out the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum Arena. So that arena had 4 banners. If you count the 74-75 team of Rick Barry,
Yes.
and Clifford Ray and all them.
Mm-hmm.
Then you
Mm-hmm.
finally
Mm-hmm.
add the 22 title inside Chase Center. So
Yes, indeed.
there's been 4 banners under this ownership, but he said, San Francisco's missing arena, I'm going to build it. And
Mm-hmm.
with his own money, he did it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish John Fisher would sell the team because you're becoming the laughing stock, because you're now going to move a team from a Major League Baseball stadium, be it it's old and a dump, I get it, but now you're going to have them play in a minor league stadium while supposedly the stadium out here is being built.
That's fine by me. That gives me opportunity to go see the Giants for a couple of years. And got to travel all the way down to San Francisco. Could just travel 30 minutes, if that.
True.
Cool.
But then you're going to force the current tenant of the River Cats to go play home games at the Coliseum? Really?
That is stupid.
And you, Roger Manfred, who I cannot wait for him to be done as commissioner.
Isn't he say when his contract's up, he's done?
Yeah. And not a minute sooner.
Right.
This is I don't know why he's not stepping in and saying this makes no sense and force them to. Oos, that's the $50 million question. We don't know. It's up in the air. We don't know. So at least for the next 3 seasons in 25, 26, and 27, they will be the West Sacramento A's. Even though they're not going to use the Sacramento name, they're just going to be the Athletics or the A's. But as we always say on the show, you what city you play in. So you're going to be in West. You're going to be in West Sacramento. You are the West Sacramento Athletics. Yes, you are.
Damn right.
Playing inside Rayleigh Field, aka Sutter Park. That's where you're at.
Affiliate of the Giants. Go figure.
Playing in a 14,000 minor league baseball park.
And you know what that's going to do? That's going to make them employees work twice as hard, because now you're going to bring you. It's going to be hard. Now that I think about it, it's probably not going to be easy to go see the Giants.
No. Oos, to answer your question, as far as I know, some of the names that they're talking about possibly is the Vegas A's, the Vegas Athletics, or the Las Vegas Athletics.
Are the strip club full of men?
You are stupid.
Yes. That is great. That doesn't get any better. Oh, we are 4 minutes away from the next episode of X-Men. Yes, indeed. Did you watch the latest episode?
I did not know.
You're just falling behind.
No, every time I want to try to watch, I end up falling asleep, and I'm like, dude, stop going to sleep.
You're talking to yourself, not those things.
Yeah. But I mean,
awesome.
But I mean, it's just it's a horrible situation, and I feel for A's fans because again, they don't deserve this, because A's fans are very good fans, and they don't deserve this. This is, I mean, it's I don't know. It just sucks, and you hope they can come to a resolution. I don't know if they are or not, but it sucks. You're absolutely right. That is a very good comment. Absolutely. Yes. I agree with that 1000%.
Well, if that was the case, my Raiders would still be in Oakland.
Well, if a certain person didn't cock block the move because Mark wanted
the person that's leaving now. Why
Mhm.
it could have been the A's leaving and the Raiders could have stayed. That'd have been perfect.
But like I said, what do we know? We just
Oh,
we just do a sports show. That's all we do.
indeed.
That is all we do. Let's see if there is any other big time news going on. No, I think that's it. I think.
Marquise, you in the rule book and go to timeout. Because you just said it without even saying it. So just go to timeout. Just because I know what comes with that with that comment. So yeah, you just go to timeout.
Yeah, he's gonna say that name. Well, some people keep saying that the NBA lottery is rigged, and I know the NBA won't go the same. I know the NBA won't go the same route of the NFL, which is worst team gets the first pick, like the Bears are on the clock right now.
Sense.
Or it would say, or as Miz would say, the commies are on the clock because
they are.
It seems like all intents and purposes, it's going to go Caleb Williams to the Bears. Why, I don't know, but it is what it is. But nonetheless, thank you to everybody that is watching, as it is a nap time for me. But nonetheless, don't forget, it still is. You're not wrong.
It's nap time after I watch the latest episode of X-Men. Then it'll be nap time.
You're not wrong, Oos. But nonetheless, thank you everybody for watching. Yes, I agree. 1,000%. Nonetheless, thank you to everybody for coming in to watching episode 190 of the Mizzle and Dub show. And
smoking on my way to
number 191 doesn't come tomorrow, 191 will definitely be the open forum draft special, and we appreciate you. You have a good night too. Thank you for chiming in and commenting with us. But nonetheless, we appreciate you guys for coming in and watching. Episode 190 in the books. Playoffs continue. 2 games tomorrow. Pelicans and Thunder, and the Heat and the Heat. I mean the Celtics and the Heat. I got Nuggets on my mind. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. And as always, it's 5 o'clock. Some damn where, and you've been watching the Mizzle and Dub Show.